All right, let's get started. Today we're back to the Outer Worlds. Last time we played this, we did a bunch of stuff. We did a whole bunch of little side questing, but then we moved forward with the main story as well by going to the city of Byzantium, and there's a lot to do there. So we've tied up a few loose ends, but I think today we're going to dive pretty quickly into like some main story stuff. If it looks like we're getting pretty far in the main story today, then I might start in on one of the DLC contents, because we have 2 DLCs to get through that I think, from what I've heard, combined add like 10 to 15 hours of gameplay, so we might get started on one of those today too. But let's hop in and see where we are and how much we're able to get done today. All right, where are we? We're on the Unreliable. Hello, Moose. What's my little gun like icon? Is it that my gun needs to be repaired? Yeah, that was it. My gun needed to be repaired. Okay. So, we have sort of 2 things to do here. We'll go forward with these 2 companions. I did realize after the last stream, I kind of looked up, and I did learn I'm locked out of getting my 4th companion, or my 6th companion in the game, because he's dead. So yeah, we're gonna be stuck with our crew of 5 for the rest of the game, which is fine. It's fine. Okay, so we have 2 things we can do. One is we can do this retirees area, the early retirement district, which I think we're going to start with this because it seems like a side questy thing. So let's start here
check out the displays for
and
some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process.
Get into the vibe of the game.
Ready, enter the elevator at the end
and
of
then
the
we'll
hall,
do the
and leave your troubles behind.
The next area, yeah. Oh god, safety regulations require you consent. Oh my god. Yep.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early retirement. Congratulations.
Let's take a look.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have
What
been selected
dystopian
to spend the
hellscape
rest
are we
of your
getting
days
ourselves into
living
here?
the highlife in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some essentially required, 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants?
Retirement
like
facilitation
CNB's
drone.
Blazing Horse Barbecue or Rizzo's all-you-can-crunch cereal buffet. Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold zero-G brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero-G brew, an ale that's good for what ails you, although in the early retirement district, nothing more. All this and more will be complimentary with the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't spend a bit. So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines, and enjoy specially constructed welcome. While you're here, you can check out the displays for some fun facts from the early retirement program and selection. Enter the elevator at the end of the hall.
Well, that explains a lot of that.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life. became the first of the early retirement. Congratulations. Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation's early retirement. You, the lucky have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the hype in your own private beautiful factory. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture from Boscowood Collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injuries, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occurred.
Love the welcoming committee.
After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold Zero-G brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero-G brew.
Hack, disable Automex, unseal hatch. Sure. Transition to maintenance tunnels. Got it. There's a maintenance tunnel access too. Well, that all sort of figures. Sealed. Examine. There really isn't much else here. Just a bunch of dead retirees and now a bunch of dead robots. The hack is just to disable the Automex, which isn't that useful. So I guess down to the maintenance tunnels it is. Ah. Okay. Escape. We have escaped. What's this?
Real slick.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Raptidon handler's armor, 24 armor. So this one's got 53 armor. Don't get the dialogue skills bonus, but
beginning with you are not taught. What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
Logically processed.
The board reputation decreased. Well, kind of am okay with that. Got it. And now we're back in the main part of the tunnels that we played around in the other day. All right. Well, let's talk to Hortense and let her know just how well everything is going in the retirement district. Sure, she'll be thrilled to hear it. She's over there, yeah.
I'm afraid I can come down here.
Don't you think we ought to?
After this, we're just going into the Acropolis district and into the main headquarters.
Oh, there. That's one right there. I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs. It is going well, I hope.
Oh, we'll lie.
I knew it. I just knew it. What a disaster. Did you get a good look around? What was it like?
And just driving around, there were even signs that said no frolicking.
Truly? Why, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. I can't believe they kept this from us. From me. The nerve. The audacity. Here, take your payment. I have to fetch my things. I don't care what I have to do. They'll give me luxury or give me death.
I feel like I ought to be more conflicted about this.
I feel like I ought to be more conflicted about this. The board reputation increased. Interesting. Alright, transition to HHC Building.
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway
Goddamn.
Pharmaceuticals. If you'd like to make an appointment, please request an application form. If you'd like to request an application form, please make an appointment.
I hate it here.
Do we really need all this security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bump.
Okay. Yeah, HHC Building.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Fine.
Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
Oh, what a shame.
You don't have to be sarcastic about it. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HHC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Fair enough. See? Easy as pie. We're totally fine. All these doors are blocked off. That one was 150. Okay, yeah, so they're max out Minister's HHC access card. We might have that. Hi, Schwancy. How are you? No, you're the cutie. Shush. Percival Platt.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
Thank you for the hydrate and for your votes. What exactly do you do here?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
Okay. Any chance I could meet Chairman Rockwell?
Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform
Just
you
got done
that
with yard
Chairman
work and took a
Rockwell
shower.
is
Ooh.
unavailable for an
I mean, we love it a little
indeterminate
nasty. Not gonna
duration. Will there be
lie.
anything else?
I'll be on my way.
Excuse me, just a moment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is there something I can do for you?
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
Take everything. Not sexy at all. Well, then you showered and it became sexy, so... touche. That's the point of showering. Oh, that they just aren't gonna bother following me in or anything. Like, oh, well, he disappeared. I guess it's fine. What are you up to today? Alright, what do we got? Priority message for Chairman Rockwell. I love the, what he's done with the place here. Party message. Angry frog. Oh, that's so cute. That is such a cute angry frog. Let's see. Chairman, the rough cut of the presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but we covered the basics. Halcyon's on the brink of starvation. The board of scientists are working on a solution. Workers can look forward to the lifetime employment program for their chance to contribute. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, print ministry keycard. Ministry of Accuracy and Morale, yes. Okay. Oh, here's the presentation.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman
Got
Rockwell,
around a bit.
and
Ooh.
I'm here to address
Sounds
a
about right.
serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to
Amazing.
fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, The board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Yep. Nothing to worry about. The audience
That was all
gasps.
a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
All right. Well, that was fun. Retrieve the dimethyl sulfoxide is at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale, along with whatever Chairman Rockwell is working on.
I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
Get back to your desk. I saw everyone eyeing your stationery.
Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me.
Chugs' emergency.
I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 We'll be on our way. Thank you very much. See, everything's fine. We left without a fuss. The Dissident Hunter. I believe it's right here, yeah. And now that we have a key card, we can get in. Transition to Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Love the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. What a lovely combination of concepts. Restricted access. Sure, it's fine, just fine.
I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
What's here? Human Resources Portal. Humans are our fourth most important resource of the Ministry. If you have a complaint about anything work-related, write about it here. You will feel much better after you do. Theodore Isaacs keeps eating my purple berry lunches. Okay. Everything's fine. We're totally supposed to be here.
Soldier. Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
Showing Chairman's key card.
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Okay, well, we were able to get in this way. I just couldn't find what to do here. Because this is sealed. Corporate guard. It actually wants us to do something out here. What it wants is below us. That's in Byzantium. We need to get into an elevator of some sort. Guess we'll go up. Yeah, there's more up here. Okay. Gotta stay limber, that's true. Gotta stay limber. Thank you for the stretch. It's very, very important. Alright, what's in here?
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened.
Bunch of dipshits.
Oh, law, what did they take?
Office clerk standing here being totally casual. We need extra care and attention. Vending machine. Sell. What if I just... Caroline Endicott, who are you?
Sorry, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
I like your purple hair.
I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he? That greedy little cysty pig.
Yep, totally, that one.
This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
These people got nothing else to occupy their time. Complaining is a competitive sport in Byzantium.
Love that.
Get your turn. Right now, we're talking about Theodore.
Liking this game? I am liking it. It's not like most amazing, magnificent game I've ever played, but it's good fun. Sure, lie. I'm delivering a formal reprimand to Theodore, but management forgot to send my ID.
Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab. In fact, let's go there now. Theodore's out right now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way, everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good.
It's definitely like witty and, you know, has its are we following you? Ma'am? Okay, I'm just gonna let you go where you're gonna go. Yeah, it's got some really, like, funny humor, very tongue-in-cheek at times. Good old corporate dystopia.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet.
Catch-up packet?
And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt. I'll wait here for Theodore.
Okay, so that just gave us clearance to go in there, which we can already sort of do anyway, because we've got our whatever. What's this? Bathroom? Lovely. So, just gonna steal some stuff. Okay, but... Okay, so now I can get through without having to worry about my camouflage suit wearing out, but what am I... Feels like I'm clearly meant to... Oh yeah. Never mind. Felt like I was meant to pick that lock, and I was like, they can't want me to pick the lock right in front of these guys. I don't want to aggro everyone onto me. One of the nice things about this game is like it's not crazy long, you know? Like it's got a decent amount of content, but it's not insanely long.
What a pleasant
Oh,
surprise.
hi, Giles.
Thanks to you, Reginald, Philippa, and the rest are up to their old games of deception and seduction. But what are you doing here?
Need to inspect the dimethyl
On the other
sulfide.
side of the lab? Why, that requires a top
Got a
level
lurk? Alright.
clearance.
Thanks for being
After
here.
all, we're running low on the stuff. I really shouldn't be doing this. But you did help me out.
Nice.
Take this key card. It'll get you into the hibernation lab where the remaining dimethyl sulfoxide is. If you're seen by any of the guards, however, I'm afraid I can't help. Good luck.
Nice, okay. Lab notes. Nothing too exciting there.
Let the record show.
Lab notes. Okay.
What was that? No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification. What? That's what I asked you. That's what I asked you. That's what I asked you.
Don't need to yell about it. Now go before I call security. Workbench. I mean, we can always leave to like replenish our suit.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with...
Okay. Yeah, see, okay, that's good. That just replenishes it right there. Hi, Gwydion, how are you?
You get tired of patrolling? Just go rough somebody up.
Oh. Just what we love. Test subjects. You doing alright? About the same here. Just playing a little Outer Worlds. We have a terminal here. Hacking skill too low. Let's do that. No? Let's see, what companion ability cooldown, personality attributes, doesn't help. Mind attributes +1. Don't think that'll be enough though. Yeah, that puts me up to 65. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for the vote. Well, I can always try to get a level up and then put some more skill into hacking. Don't mind me. I'm just stealing some stuff. Okay, Hibernation Lab keycard. So we're on the upper floor. We were on the lower floor of this earlier. Good, how's the Hollow Knight going? Got it, that's where we gotta go.
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification.
How embarrassing, I must have left it at home.
Sure. I've heard that one before.
You're in the White Palace? Oh, good. Because it happens all the time, right?
Los Angeles. Makes you wonder what kind of things the lab coats around here.
Yeah, the White Palace is a thing.
Just don't let me catch you again without your ID. Okay?
Got it. There's not a computer terminal there. That didn't recharge it? Thought it recharged it in there. Yeah, the last boss, which, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that opens up, at, you know, various points. Most of it you can do before the final boss, but where's this one? Okay, that recharged my thingy. Oh, well, we can open that. We have another way back down to the lab. But there's no right order to do Hollow Knight. You can pretty much do anything you want in any order. So this is Hibernation Lab, but how do I get down there? Maybe just this? Yeah. Got it, okay. Not a lot to, like, do in here other than this. Lab notes. Human testing is required to any new product or process, blah blah blah. Addition of dimethyl sulfoxide to current round of tests results in some improvements. Subjects are showing improved circulation and increased neural activity. So we siphoned a non-lethal amount out of here. With... Hang on. With, in theory, the idea being that we're not going to raise the alarms. My guess was that if I transferred 100% of the dimethyl sulfoxide, it would have triggered alarms that the... experiment was going down and we'd have to fight our way out of here. It's my theory. But I don't really know. Okay, let's go. Be a better you with Adrena time. Alright, let's get the fudge out of Byzantium. This place fucking sucks.
All right, how does this sound?
My dear fellow, you...
That episode from a few weeks ago?
Anti-Cleo's
Down there,
antibiotics.
the new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
Will probably kill you quickly.
If I spit, think I can hit that?
Let's get back to our ship. Every time with the Muzak and these stupid elevators. I know I probably could have just warped there, but you know. Whatever.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
Who?
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Have I? Just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
Who, me? Got it, you're well informed.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
I'm listening.
Phineas Welles is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Convince me.
Welles is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Welles. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
You want me to sell him out?
Welles was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's get out of here. Alright, Phineas' lab.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Let's see.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists.
Mm-hmm.
All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Colony is on the verge of collapse.
Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes
Escape clause.
Time and
Coming this holiday season.
None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Found your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
Spirit made the drama. Here are your chemicals.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
So we just give up? All the trouble I went through was for nothing?
No, it wasn't. We have... Well, let's see. We have at least some of the chemicals. We have your ship, and we have you. That has to count for something. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists. The brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Science 40. There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds
healthy disregard for personal safety.
Even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. Certainly. How can I help?
People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2.
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Alright, no more questions. I'm ready.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The
Ooh,
Hope is carrying
big
some
XP.
of humanity's most
That'll be a level up.
thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Yeah, don't ask me to plant a tracking signal in your lab, but I'm not going to do it.
You absolutely should.
Can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
Sarcasm, the last refuge of the witless. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
Get it, you want to
The
prepare.
board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves
Interesting.
trying to
Okay.
decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
The Hope?
Certainly. How can I help?
That's all. There it is. Alright, put it into medical. You have no companions in your party. I don't want that. We'll do that. Send corrupted tracking signal.
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
Alright, let's go back to our ship.
Captain, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Welles found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Anything's a big place.
Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say.
The board negative
considering
reputation
she didn't
decreased.
sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Nice. Go. So let's take a look. So there's the Hope. It's interesting that they still have like Tartarus and Olympus locked. Let's go visit her.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Got a workbench.
Not so fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
So many fucking guards. That's their problem. They spend all their money on guards and shit. Huh. Oh, we're here. Got it. We're just back here.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend.
So she's just in the same building.
Welles was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival. I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking. Even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was dying. The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, the disease, the starvation, will soon spread across Halcyon unless we act.
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill, but I'm not doing this for any personal gain. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more, and nothing less. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Thanks to your meddling, Edgewater is without power. Operations have ground to a halt. You've left us with a useless town draining our resources. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony. I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill.
You're a monster.
Someone has to be. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order. Not true. You can choose to say, "Yes, ma'am," or "At once, Madam Adjutant," or "As you wish," or even, "I'll take care of it."
I won't. You're better than this, Captain. You have to be.
Trust me.
Don't make me choose between you and Edgewater, Captain. Between you and my people. Please.
I'm glad you can keep control over your associates. Edgewater is beyond saving. We're going to have to erase the town, but we're going to do it systematically. You were in the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. Do you remember what you discovered?
Interesting. Obviously, we're not going to do it, but when Auto Mechanicals went haywire and murdered everyone.
You've been paying attention. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Spacer's Choice manufactured the incident for an insurance claim.
Of course they did.
They outfitted their mechanicals
Of
with a
course they did.
termination protocol, which is exactly what we need.
Hold on, you telling me Spacer's Choice got away with it?
The insurance claim has been locked in committee for years, but the individual responsible for the accident was promoted for lateral thinking.
Of course.
I'm arranging for a delivery of mechanicals to Edgewater. These mechanicals have been equipped with the same termination protocol, which must be activated from a terminal in the plant. Once the mechanicals are finished cleaning out Edgewater, I'll need you to go in and clean out the mechanicals. Understand?
So you know, you're a cold-blooded
I
psychopath.
appreciate the flattery, Captain. One last thing. Spacer's Choice sent a team of soldiers to investigate your little misadventure in the geothermal plant. Tread lightly.
Please, I never tread
Then
lightly.
don't tread lightly. Carve a path through them for all I care. Just take care of it. Report back to me when the job's done.
Oh. We're not going to do that, but...
Adjutant Akande has instructed me to reward you for information leading to the arrest of Phineas Welles. Please allow me to extend my
A lot of XP here, though.
felicitations on a job well done. Quite so, sir.
Board are now agreeable. Alright, what are we gonna put our points into? I wonder if you can, like, go and sabotage the thing on Edgewater, or if you just don't do it, you know? But
Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain. Welcome back, Captain.
it was quite clever.
How can I be of assistance? What's that?
Keeping any secrets from me?
What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me? Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain.
Of course.
I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses, with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear.
You're clandestinely plotting to take over the Halcyon system.
How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment.
The heat of the moment?
I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion.
Interesting. Well, I think next we're gonna go to the Hope and see what's there, whether it's a big mission or a little one. We're gonna go there, but first we're going to take a quick break. So I'll be back in just a couple minutes.